real talk, just rap pack. Besides that, nobody I trust.
Back again like I never left. Young Sinatra, that's to the death. We turned up till we go deaf.
Hi guys, and in today's video we are cleaning and painting the engine bay of the Focus. It basically looks really horrible and old and a bit dated, so we're going to completely clean it with engine cleaner, and then we're going to paint the whole, not the whole engine bay, bits of the engine bay yellow. We're going to paint some bits black. Basically we're going to revamp it, we're going to make it look nice and fresh. I'll get some before shots and after shots. Let's do it, let's get into this. Also, the camera is now fixed. It turns out what I think happened is they gave me like a refurbed one, because I've got a new camera. I just walked in and said the issues it had, and now it's all fine. But out of nowhere, it's literally like everything about this camera is so much better. Like all the joints, every single button, it like clicks better. So yeah, I think I got a refurbed one. But anyway, yeah, camera's fixed now, so the quality is going to be consistently good. God, I've got so white. Let's sort out this engine bay. So, the things you need, or the things I'm going to be using today, is the Auto Glim engine and machine cleaner. I'm also going to be using yellow paint, a brush to agitate all the grime. I'll put that up here actually. Masking tape to mask off any bits I don't want to paint yellow by accident. And a paintbrush to paint things yellow, obviously. But yeah, that's all I need. Oh, and I've got a bag of kitchen roll, because I was going to wash it, but it was a bit breezy on my driveway, so I thought, actually, if I just wipe it up with kitchen roll, that should look good. So, and a big roll of kitchen roll to clean it all up with. Jay's just bullying me for buying like a fine tip paintbrush, but it's the only one we had. Like, it'll be fine.
He wants to paint all that yellow with that tiny little brush.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right, so next thing I'll do is these tops of struts, tops of the wings, just any sort of plastics that just look a bit... Oh, some wires there. That's fine. I know that bit's not being shot, but yeah, so just want to sort of cover everything that looks a bit gross and old. Yeah, basically. And just sort of agitate it. Just give it a good old scrub, just get the worst of all this gross old engine greasy. guys, as you've seen from all of the sort of fast time lapses and stuff I've done, the engine bay is now absolutely spotless. Obviously, don't get me wrong, there's still bits here and there that aren't completely, you know, clean, but the majority, like, look at that, even the manifold, like everything is looking very good. Obviously that looks horrendous, and so does that, but that's what we're painting. But yeah, so now we're just going to get around to painting it and refreshing it. I'm also going to paint some lines in the bottom grille down here, but I'll show you that later on. But yeah, oh, this is going to take forever. Right guys, so it's not gone quite according to plan. The paintbrushes I chose to paint the rocker cover were way too small. It's going to take us forever, so I've put a pause on that. Although the engine bay has come up really well, and I'll get some shots just before, you know, the sort of finished product, but it does look a lot better. So it's definitely worth doing a bit of engine degreaser, wiping it all down. Probably, I will admit, using like a pressure washer or like washing it off is probably easier, but I know obviously you don't want to get water and everything, so you've got to be careful. But yeah, it is coming up really good. So once we put a second coat on and get bigger paintbrushes, so it's not going to take 8 hours, it should look really good. So yeah, this is sort of just going to be like a mini break in this video, and then I'll catch up with you in a bit. This is as difficult as it looks, if you're wondering. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think I might have made a mistake, but the issue is I'm now fully committed because I've started painting it, so I've got to finish it now. Ooh, does look quite cool though. It actually looks quite cool. Is it worth the effort? Absolutely not in any way whatsoever, but actually, I don't know if I want to do 2 or all 4, but this could look quite cool, I'm not going to lie. I'm quite happy. Oh, I hate my actual life. Oh, I actually hate all my life. Okay, I think I saved it. Wow, that was very cack-handed of me. That was terrible. Okay, it looks quite cool, but there's no way in a million years this is worth anywhere near the amount of effort it's taking. So I'm just going to catch up with you guys when I've done like all 4 or maybe 2 of them, or maybe given up on life. Right guys, before I update you with exactly what the engine looks like, obviously you've seen all the time lapses, but it's like 90% there. I've had to do a couple of things as it didn't quite go to plan, but it still looks good. It's just not quite gone perfectly. But anyway, I just wanted to catch you up on a couple of things I also painted while off camera, because I just thought little touches make a big difference. So obviously you've seen the fact that both brakes are painted yellow now, so I'll show you some shots of that. And I've also painted the front grille. I've added some lines to it, so let's go. So as you've seen before, I've painted the front brakes and I've painted the rear brakes both yellow, as well as painting, there you go, and I've painted the rear arms as well, just because why not? But yes, that's the rear brakes, front brakes painted, as well as those lines there. So I've painted, there's basically, if I get close, you can see it's got a honeycomb mesh, and then there are these black lines in between them, and I thought, why not paint them yellow? So that is exactly what I did. So yeah, so those little bars there are now yellow. So if anyone's thinking, oh, I never thought about doing that before, there you go. Yeah, I just thought it was a nice little touch. Just gives it a nice little aggressive look. So yeah, what do you think? I thought it was a nice little touch. Just something a bit different. Something you don't see on every single car. To go with the bonnet risers and stuff like that. I think it just adds a little bit more of aggression. But yeah, so that was something else I did. So I've done the calipers, the brake lines, and now let's get on to guys, so as you can see, the engine bay is all painted. It has been back to blacked. It has been fully engine cleaned. It's obviously painted yellow, and basically the reason I've gone for this paint splatter across the rocker cover top middle bit is because where I'd masked off some of the tape, it had smudged. Just classic, didn't do it perfectly. And I thought, you know what, rather than just leave it as it is with random smudge marks or really try and get rid of the paint, I just thought, screw it, I'm just going to paint splatter everything. So that is why it's been paint splattered. I think it looks really good, actually. I think it's a nice little touch. I think it looks surprisingly good. I think it's a nice little touch. It sets off the engine bay nicely. Obviously this still needs to go black, but unfortunately I couldn't find any heat-proof black paint on the day, like today and yesterday. But yeah, so everything has come off lovely and clean. All the back to black stuff, yeah, that's got paint on it. I made a mistake there. And yeah, there's a couple of little dollops there and there. Anyway, but yeah, I think the engine bay looks a lot nicer. It's looking a lot more refreshed. That is a massive difference. I think that makes it look so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this revamping of the engine bay, the cleaning and then the painting and the really just making it look good. Also the extra lines at the bottom. What do you think about them? Put it in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed and I'll catch you in the next one.